fistfights Kai'Sa in lane. It's a very short range AD carry. Jhin has the brute force in the early game. The Braum being locked in here sort of solidifies the pushing bot lane as well for Los Ratones. And I feel like KAOS really shot themselves in the foot by picking that Kai'Sa. I feel like this is not an all-in composition by KAOS. I feel like the second you see Vi plus Galio, you play something that can possibly peel and bait the Galio plus Vi ult and then play with distance. However, if REY can find some sort of backline access while everyone is diving forward, maybe onto his teammate, sure. However, I really struggle to see how a Kai'Sa plays into Azir. Like, this has been the problem with Kai'Sa and Kalista, sorry, because they're very short.
Good, you know, took a bit of sabbatical during the off-season, and back now. Wasn't here in week 1. Did catch up on all the action. We had a lot of excellent League of Legends over the last week. This league included, but internationally especially. And I'm here, I'm ready. And we've got 2 very, I think, standard drafts for the most part. We do have the Cho'Gath answer from Vayu into BAUS's Galio. We'll track that particular lane with a lot of interest, I'm sure, just because of how BAUS likes to lane out. But for the most part, KAOS, double AD carry comp, Maokai, a lot of frontline, some mixed damage as well. I expect them to try and play some front to back. So I'm curious if REY might decide to play some kind of poke variation or mixed damage variation of the Kai'Sa to maybe swap things up. Hey man, we all saw Rusty Sniper last week.
Yes, right? We did. It was 20-something kills, man. It was absolutely ridiculous.
28. It was, if memory serves me right, it was the 3rd highest individual kill game of all time in pro play. Vayu trying to interrupt BAUS's proxy here, but alas, like many top laners, isn't quite able to interrupt it from Los Ratones. It doesn't look like they actually burned anything. Sniller might be in the same boat.
Oh, yeah, he's got that hip up. Oh, he's flashing onto the tower!
Oh!
Not quite able to get the auto off to kill Velia, but that's a little bit of the creativity. That's a little bit of the chaos that we were hoping to see from these guys.
Yeah, he had that trample fully stacked too. He just needed the auto to go off, but a little bit unfortunate there. Velia just said that initial gank didn't blow any summoner spells, but Lions, the issue more being now that KAOS's bot lane does need a reset. At some point very soon.
I think when they head back to base, the inventories are going to be filled with items that aren't quite as shiny as the ones that Los Ratones are going to be picking up, and this has been a fairly consistent factor as big trade there in the mid lane. Risky business here. He does have that level 6 though. There's a lot of burst out of the Tristana at this phase of the game. Maybe if he had the flash, he'd have got that one more auto and ulted to finish him off, but not the case. Still killless in this game as Grubs are onto the Rift.
Yeah, that trade is probably going to get KAOS all 3 of these Grubs. Velia also has to path down towards his camp, so maybe they can turn it into a Dragon for Grub situation, but Ratones are almost certainly going to be behind on tempo, as even Vayu gets to snack away on a Grub, actually. Saw that on the kill feed, so going to get himself the unique stack away from the minions and monsters. Secure all 3. Here we go. Dragon for the Grubs trade likely. And it doesn't seem like KAOS have any interest in trying to look for that specific cross map.
Yeah, and I quite like this from Shekel, actually. He's on the top side. He could, as the rats, take down the Drake.
Yeah, he was a little bit worried about his blue buff, maybe, but not going to be stolen away. He might get interrupted again, as Reckless is just playing bodyguard here. His Tri-Brush, nothing to really earn. It's going to be a smite from Shkal. His topside camps are respawning again.
Where is he going?
In between tier 2 and 3, mate.
7 minutes in. Of course it is. There's actually action in the bot lane. Reckless having to flash away defensively. Crownie, though, with the barrier. Getting the better end of that trade, but I will say, Sniller and REY, they have been stronger performers for KAOS, and it's looking good for them. Zorin gets the autos off, back interrupted. First blood for KAOS versus Los Ratones, answered almost immediately in the bot lane.
Good thing it's not the first patch of the year, isn't it? Really good job from Crowdy and Reckless. I'm sure we'll get a replay on how they managed to catch out. My best guess would be he was trying to hold the wave, as now this could get a little bit worse.
Shackle, don't walk forward there. Locked up, knocked up, taken down. And it's the second kill of the game for Crownie.
Surprised they're not going for the Kai'Sa here, but perhaps expecting... Oh, hello, Zoiran. Well, Yeah, flash.
I feel like, Jamada, what we have witnessed in real time here.
Very, very happy in his state at the moment. You can see, take a look at the minimap. Tristana's going to come and match Galio now, but BAUS doesn't really care, though the Spidey senses are tingling a little bit. And he's buffing it perfectly. He just gets to walk out with Phase Rush.
I swear, man, how many times has Phase Rush prevented death for this guy?
Too many times, I'm sure.
Too many times. Well, yeah. Positioning himself towards that mid lane as... Oh, he was going to get taunted here, but... I think Shackle is going to be the target. Pops the flash, gets the Nature's Grasp, but... he is out of there. Phase Rush actually connecting, forcing the investment. The ultimate from Velia, but the tree is felled regardless. 4 kills, 10 minutes in for Los Ratones.
Yep, look to turn this into grubs, I think. Los Ratones, Velia should cross over towards that side of the map. They've got top side prio as well. Might have been the case as Zoiran trading onto Nemesis.
Yeah, Nemesis is going to go in, pop the ultimate, and yeah. Nemesis have more damage, but neither ends up going down. Velia flashing forward in the top side jungle, and Shackle is having a really, really bad time. Trouble, what do you think of I now?
This is why we was talking about the late assignment a second ago. BAUS able to match that skirmish going on. I mean, to be fair, Carl not having the best time right now, really being bullied out as BAUS didn't proc Phase Rush that time. Under the tower.
Under the tower.
Procs it now.
Yeah, sure. Well, he's dead. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, flash knock up. Vayu gets the jump down. BAUS nearly Houdiniing himself out of there. Veya's not going to be able to escape. Reckless slams the ground. Picks up a kill on the KAOS ADC. And Los Ratones really turning the screws in. Well, every single situation it feels like. And KAOS, they just can't keep up.
Well, we're about 12 minutes into this game. I think it's going about as we expected so far. 3,000 gold lead. 2 dragons, killed those grubs earlier on. Now, Crowny is going to be forced to flash. Yeah. Still very easily could have, Q flashed him. Looks like he did have the combo up into a headbutt backwards, but belly up in the area. Doesn't look like they want the play. They know there's nothing really to be won now at this point. Good discipline.
I think that's what we've seen. I think KAOS are looking for a play themselves. Crowny with no flash under the tower. Snilla tanking it up with the Alistair ultimate and a shutdown secured onto the enemy ADC. Got to be careful now as whilst they are 3 men here, he's got much more of a health bar. Snilla very, very low, gets ulted onto, and I think the Vi might just clear up here. Jamada. Raya though with the stacks of the concussive blows as Zoiran is coming to help out. Nemesis is here as well. Only ends up being a single kill for Velia in that exchange.
It was going to get a bit awkward there. Shakal's Bramble Smash actually put Velia in auto range over here whilst he had those kills, considering how bad the start of that play looked as Zoiran.
Yeah, bro, he just doesn't have the damage to compete with Nemesis, but he's got a few more friends. The second shutdown of the game for KAOS, another one, possibly with gold distribution they're not too happy with.
Got to Snilla, but probably happy to just take the kill. See what they can move on to the rest of the map with, potentially. Rey is in a little bit of a difficult situation. This 4th shot not going to be used because they see the members rotating down. There's that Maokai.
Really like that positioning from Shackle. Going to catch out Crowley. Here comes the root. Here comes the smash. Here comes everything else from KAOS. And my, oh my, we've got some bloodthirsty tanks on this KAOS side, but it's nice to see them making plays. They don't think they're out of this game.
Nope, not yet. And we were speaking about, just before we came into the game, or I think it was during the pause actually, wasn't it? How you want to see teams, you know in your head, matchup is going to be a little bit lopsided. Make things happen. Don't be scared to throw.
KAOS's movement towards those big objectives. Snilla moving towards Reckless, but quickly decides better of it. Uses the ult. get out of CC by a little bit of time, but I don't think he's got the support coming that he needs. Knockout comes through.
Wow.
They're engaging onto the rest of KAOS. They've been baited in as Raya has to ultimate defensively away. Fire rampaging through this squadron, and the flash away is not in time. It's another kill for the Vi. BAUS now trying to get involved in some action, getting the double taunt. Raya tagged up. Here comes Crownie with the kill, and KAOS are falling apart. Double kill for the Lost Ratones ADC. Ace across the map. 16 minutes in.
One is already at 2. They're expensive items at that. They're not cheap.
Yeah.
Lions under a Triforce is trying to deny KAOS now out of this area. They know they can. Oh, belly up.
Oh, yeah, it's not connecting onto anybody, but here comes the Galio for the engagement. KAOS have actually managed to buy a fair bit of time in this situation. They're just waiting for the damage to show up. Raya getting in there. Zorin on the side. Nemesis here as well. It's turning into a full 5v5. And you know that Los Ratones are going to win those every single day of the week. Not quite an ace this time around, but 4 dead bodies is enough. Potentially not for BAUS, as he was looking for even more. They have really stamped their authority on this game.
See that in the bottom left hand of your screen. Raya's face. He knows the situation they're in.
Yep.
Big fat smile. Just here to enjoy the ride now, I think, at this point. Gold lead. Turned into a 10,000 gold lead quite quickly. Not sure we're a little bit shy of that, actually. 9,000. But I'm sure this Herald will do a pretty good job of helping Los Ratones along that way.
And you can try as much as you like, but eventually they're just going to hit a little bit harder. KAOS, though, have found themselves an outnumbered fight here, but Value is very quickly going to change that, as once again, Shakel is left all on his own, and once again, it'll turn even worse for the rest of his team. That's 3 kills there from Los Ratones. BAUS looking for a 4th.
Oh, no.
Dragon going to be easily claimed. Raya. Oh no, he's just going to get run down between the towers. Nothing that the Kaiser can do. A lot of damage being put out, but not enough. Los Ratones with another exceptional fight. They are taking this game serious. They want to win this. They want to put this to bed as fast as they can.
Yep, quick game if they can help it. 20 minutes in. 11,500 gold. Wonder if this is... No, I'm going to say... Can't remember when the meme started, but there was the elusive 20k gold difference meme. And I'm pretty sure it did start with Mr. Los Ratones team owner himself.
Mm-hmm.
Could this be a game? You know, I feel like there's a fair few structures still have to start to rear their head even further. And you look at the jungle, it's about a 2.5 level lead. Cal will, I'm sure, get to a camp sooner rather than later. There you go, 11, but that can't pick up on all the flowers. That will turn into a true 3-level lead in a moment. And again, just looking at all those XP leads just makes that feeling of hopelessness not go anywhere as... Oh, poor Raya.
No. Oh, no. He's trying to play League of Legends, which was his first mistake. Still is trying to save him. Which is a mistake that he's potentially going to get punished for. Yeah, it's just very, very unpleasant right now to be one of those 5 players on the blue side of Summoner's Rift right now.
Oh boy.
Not very much you can do. Shackle now going to be the next victim. He's trying to do something. FaZe rushing away. Is actually able to escape with his life, but you have to feel that's going to be a temporary reprieve.
Yep.
As Lost Ratones are going to be gunning for him in a moment.
Seeing this Herald charge, but bot lane's also broken. Inhib, I think, this is probably going to take as well. Mid lane, gone. Bot lane, gone. Top side's the only place still kind of left. Well, oh my goodness, no, pan back to the top lane, pan back!
Oh,
ooh.
Still getting a little bit silly.
Yep. Well, middle cop, where do we go from here?
Well, I think Los Ratones might have more money
One
than
more fight is the realistic scenario.
That's what has to happen.
Yeah, that has to happen. Oh, BAUS is, he's got a shutdown, so he's not helping the 20k gold kicks.
He really isn't. Well, he might be. He might be. I think he might be. Oh, he's also shackled. That's not who you were aiming for. Isn't able to escape. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was an attempt.
There was an attempt. And there have been attempts from KAOS in this game, but ones from Los Ratones have just been that little bit better. Velia on a triple kill there. I'm not sure if Penta's in his near future, but he's going to keep fighting for it. Zorin actually healing up. Here comes Nemesis with the save. And the Vi don't even die. Los Ratones come in to week 2, business as usual. Sub 25 minutes, sweep KAOS away.
How often do you see that? Game before Baron even spawns up. Ridiculous game. 18,000 gold lead by the end of it.